Hello, friends. Welcome to our show. My name is Jerry. This is my friend,
Adrian.
And this week we are doing Phoebe Bridgers' Punisher. What do you know about this album?
Big deal album. Phoebe Bridgers in general is a big deal. But when this came out, I remember being incredibly hyped for it. She released Kyoto, the single, and she was in her little skeleton fit. And it was all the rage for a couple months. And then that summer, I just had it on repeat. I think it was 2020. Yeah, I fell in love with the album immediately. And it was one of my most listened to albums that year. So pretty iconic record. And then I saw her in concert in Toronto. And people were getting trampled. It was crazy, actually.
Wow.
It was wild.
So this came out at the beginning of COVID, basically?
Yeah, I believe it's 2020 that it came out, yeah. What do you know about this one?
I have not heard anything from it. All I know about it is that people just kept demanding that we do it. And I was like, we'll get to it. We will. We're going to do all of them. Her last album that we listened to, it was deep and meaningful and it felt honest and it got to me. So I've been excited to do this one. And then when we said we were going to do it, I felt good. Last album, she had that ghost thing on her picture and I was complaining about it. And that got a lot of a lot of feedback. This cover, I don't really have much to say. It looks kind of Arizona brake lights.
Yeah, I'm excited to do this one. It's a long time coming. It's been several months since we've done Stranger in the Alps, so here we are. And she just released a new single and announced a new album, so it's also kind of timely. As always, full version is on Patreon. We have lovely people over there. We have early access to videos, exclusive episodes. You can vote for what albums we do. We'll do a 2-track run since this is the intro. To start with track 1, DVD menu, and track 2, Garden Song.
Some backwards stuff in the background.
Yeah, little vocal things.
It's like the scary part of a movie. Hence the title.
Definitely spooky.
Like Tim Burton. Whoa. There's these stops. Percussive breaks or whatever.
I'm pretty sure it's sidechained. It ducks with the kick.
Someday I'm gonna live in your house up on the hill. And when your skinhead neighbor goes missing, I'll plant a garden. I don't know when you got taller. See our reflection in the water. Off a bridge at the Huntington. I hopped the fence when I was 17.
The deep vocal.
It's almost like someone watching.
Yeah.
The other thing, the skinhead next door, I'll plant a garden. Does that mean she killed him and buried him?
Yeah, that's what I've heard people say. That's what that is.
I'm gonna look up from my phone and see my life. And it's gonna be just like my recurring dream. I'm at the movies. I don't remember what I'm seeing. The screen turns in. Wake up before we do it. I don't know how, but I'm taller.
Now she's the taller one.
It must be something in the water. Everything's growing in our garden. You don't have to know that it's haunted. The doctor put her hands over my liver. She told me my resentment's getting smaller.
Kind of like a Leonard Cohen vibe to the side vocal.
Yeah, that's good. I was just listening to him recently. Totally. It's a cool addition.
Wow. Yeah, at first it's like you're not expecting it because it doesn't seem to fit, but it does kind of with the darkness. But it almost feels like someone's singing. You're like, wait, what are you doing here? You're singing along with me?
Yeah.
The line about I don't recognize you now, you get taller, and then when she goes into the third verse, she's like, I've grown taller. I'm just like, I love how you connect those two, and now I have to do the work to think about, oh, but you don't recognize yourself or you're different now. Like, it's a dopamine hit when someone does that. It's it's so cool. Like, just really like pedestrian kind of things, like the talking about living in the house or leaving the house from your childhood and just what's left is the notches on the door. I've seen that at my house, and it's so true. Like, it's something that everybody has. It's so melancholy to look at, like, oh, you were this tall a couple of years ago and now you're huge. Like, the height thing really, it's such, she links it there in 3 places so beautifully.
And the garden thing, and how like it's growing in the second half of the song, and how it's like sprung up and all this. And that vocal adds to that like kind of spooky kind of thing, because you're right, it's like you're looking over your shoulder, it's like, where is this guy? And the guitar is really pretty, like the plucking, and then like you have like the kick that adds like, I mean, it's not tons of rhythm, but like it just moves it along a little bit. It's really nice.
It's nice, but it's not bright. Like, it's still kind of diminished and like low, and like it's really pensive. It fits in with this like melancholy, introspective, life is happening vibe.
Yeah, I like that. It's like I look up from my phone and I see my life. Like, that's a good line.
I get everything I want. I have everything I wanted is how that ends. But there's no celebration of that fact. And that's an interesting piece, because that's, you think, as soon as I get those shoes or as soon as I get that car, I'm going to feel complete, but you never do. But you believe it again the next time.
But what I also love is like she just has these little like treats in like the mixing, like even in like the first track, like you called it like those vocals that are really like, they're like reversed little vocal parts that are just super quiet in the mix, but they're there and they do kind of add to the feeling. And then also like in this one, like the one that stood out to me was on the line where it's like, and it turns into a tidal wave or something, and then like her voice kind of like goes into like the reverb is turned up that much, it's like she's singing into like an abyss just for like a split second. It's like stuff like that is just, she always has it in her songs, which is just so like, it's like a treat. This next one, have you heard this before, Kyoto?
I don't think so, not that I know of. I mean, my kids always play Phoebe, so maybe I have, but when I'm driving, I'm just trying to like not die.
I think for reference, this track is about her relationship with her father. So next up, we have track 3, which is Kyoto. Love the horn. It's a nice touch.
It is. The guitars are so 90s, kind of grungy.
Yeah.
I love her delivery. I have one question. I wanted to see the world through your eyes until it happened. What's it?
I don't know.
Dang.
I'm assuming one event with her dad.
I looked back actually recently over emails I sent to my wife when we were dating, and I had a whole bunch about my father where like I just didn't get him and I didn't understand why he did what he did. But the thing is, like, if I hadn't have gone back and looked at those emails, I wouldn't have remembered those moments. I would have just kind of like overarchingly gone, oh yeah, he's pretty good. You know what I mean? So it's interesting. I had a really good father who we fought sometimes, but it sounds like she did not have a stable father.
There's some tough lines in there, like the one where she's like goes back home and is looking, parked at some parking lot looking at the chemtrails with her little brother. And he's like, yeah, he said that you call on his birthday, you're off by like 10 days, but you get a few points for trying. It's like, damn. That's like just like a really specific event that kind of just paints a picture of the whole relationship, which is really cool.
When you become a father, you hear these songs and you're like, what would my kids write about me? And then you start to spiral a little bit. She just wants him to be good. Like if he just was good a couple times, I think she would be okay.
Yeah, because she's like, I want to kill you if you don't beat me to it.
That line was huge for me. I was like, wow. Because I mean, really, alcoholism, it's a medicine for yourself to get through the stuff, but it is also suicide, like smoking cigarettes and vaping and all that. It is self-sabotage. And I've been guilty of almost all of them, not vaping. But I did darts for years.
Yeah, that's probably, I think, the biggest or one of the biggest off the album. Because it was one of the singles. I think I listened to an interview of her when she said like initially it was like a much slower kind of just like more acoustic kind of sad song. I mean, it is still sad, but like, you know, more kind of like down tempo, and then they sped it up a little bit and just added the drums and stuff to make it a little bit more energetic. But yeah, that one is an iconic tune from the album with cool production. You got trumpets, like the kind of like chunky, kind of like grimy guitars that you called out from like the 90s, and great vocals.
Like fuzzy at the end. The vocals, the way she opens up, like in the middle of a line, just I love it so much. I forgot how much I love her, the way she sings and delivers, the way she kind of holds back and then blows up.
On to the next. We are on to track 4, which is Punisher.
When the speed kicks in, I go to the store for nothing and walk right by.
The vocal treatment's like Transformers, Soundwave.
There's some like vocoder kind of behind it a little bit.
No wonder if she ever thought the storybook tiles on the roof were too much. What if I told you I feel like I know you, but we never met? I can't open my mouth and forget how to talk, 'cause even if I could, wouldn't know where to start, wouldn't know when to stop.
What a great way to end a song. Just completely stop it, stop. So she's like following around some person.
This one is the one I believe is about Elliott Smith. What did she say in the chorus? Like, what if I told you that I feel like I know you, but we never met? Hear stories about you at the bar. I don't know about the first verse because I'm pretty sure that's what it's about, because she's talking about.
Moving to the east side because that's where the drugstores stay open all night.
I know that I'm pretty sure that the chorus itself is about that, and maybe that we never met. It's probably for the best, because I think Elliott Smith is her like favorite artist like of all time.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it kind of adds up. I mean, you have that with like your if she's a songwriter, and you have that every artist has their biggest inspiration, and like it's like if you connect so much with someone's work, it's like, yeah, like, you know, writing a song is like super intimate, and if you're like really connected with their work, it's like, yeah, I probably feel like I know you if you're listening to like all their stuff for years, you know.
Totally.
So it's kind of a cool way to talk about that.
It is so cool.
And also like the production is also just so great. One of the like in that chorus, like she has this on like several tracks where like there's just like this ever present like kind of like high string that's kind of like has this eerie sound. Like it was in that chorus as well, and just kind of like is like playing the same thing just like the entire time. On to the next. Track 5 is Halloween.
I hate living by the hospital. The sirens go all night. I used to joke that if they woke you up, somebody better be dying. Baby, Maybe it's Halloween, and we can be anything. Oh, come on, man. We can be
The two guitar lines are almost in sync, but kind of a little bit off with the bass. It's really wild.
Mm-hmm.
And that synth, when it builds, it almost feels like it's shaking a snare drum somewhere.
Yeah, it does have that feeling.
Be whatever you want. Whatever. I'll be whatever you want.
What do you think?
I just love, like, the production is just so, like, well done. It's so well executed. There's so many little tiny details. Like, I swear there's even some, like, really deep cello or something in, like, the first chorus, like, super deep and kind of low in the mix. That guitar, like, you're right, because it's, like, left and right, but they're kind of, like, playing slightly different things, so it's kind of like dizzy a little bit. But like not in like a bad way. Even like there's like some weird like kind of like sound like some like distorted like kind of like synth flute sort of lead in there. That's just these like cool sounds that she has that just are really atmospheric and dark, and it just add to the kind of sadness and overall feeling of the whole thing, which I just really love.
Like the wind almost, like the way the synth created this ambient. Yeah, it really worked. The idea of the song seemed, what came through to me was the idea of like a mask, Halloween. You can kind of be whatever you want. But there's also, it almost seems like this realization that that's not really, it's better to be what you are. Because the guy at the end who comes in, he's like, I can be whatever you want. I can be whatever you want. But the music at that time and everything takes this kind of sad turn. It's almost like the fakeness of it is what's being exposed. Like there's this lack of reality in being yourself and being authentic. Or that's what I liked about it, though. That's the message I got.
Yeah, no, the mask line is great. It's Halloween, we can be whatever we want. And then, yeah, caves into it, says, I'll be whatever you want. It's like, maybe be yourself. I don't know.
I was having a great conversation with my daughter this morning. I dropped her off a couple towns over to go visit a friend. She really wanted something from a different friend. She really wanted something. And I was like giving her advice. I'm like, yeah, well, just let them know, what you really want. And I'm like, but I don't do that with mom all the time. Like, I don't actually say what I need or want because I'm scared she's going to think I'm needy and wanty. So the mask thing, it's not just some far off remote. I think we all do it
100%.
Instinctively. Instead of being real, we just try to blend and go with the flow. But then you're nothing. You're a nothing burger if you're not real.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Thank you, Phoebe. She's reminding us of what we already know, but we just ignore because it's easier to just be fake and get by and then go to bed. Duh.
And avoid any like difficult conversation. Track 6 is Chinese Satellite.
I've been running around in circles, pretending to be myself. Why would somebody do this on purpose when they could do something else?
This also really feels like mid-90s guitar work.
Totally.
Took a tour to see the stars, but they weren't out tonight. So I wished hard on a Chinese satellite. I want to believe. Instead I look at the sky and I feel nothing. You know I
The strings here, man.
I want to be wrong. You were screaming at the evangelicals.
Been there.
They were screaming right back from what I remember.
It's an existential analysis.
I'd stand on the corner, embarrassed with a picket sign. If it meant I would see
That's a crazy good line.
when I die.
Wow.
Sometimes when I can't sleep, it's just a matter of time before I'm hearing things. Swore I could feel you through the walls, but that's impossible. I want to believe that if I go outside, I see a tractor beam coming to take me to where I'm from. I want to go home.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
Like it's so, yeah. Do you want to lead?
No, you go ahead.
I can't tell if she's talking about a relationship or if she's talking about God. Does she really want to go to heaven? She'd stand there with a picket sign, not believing if it meant that she got to. It's like Pascal's wager, just pretend you believe just in case it's right. So my roommates were evangelicals. When I went to school in the Midwest, and I had a couple evangelical roommates, I'd never met an evangelical before. And they were just talking to me about their beliefs. And I was just like, whoa. Like, I'd never met people that thought that way or believed that way. I don't know if it's thinking or if it's indoctrination or whatever. And it's become much more popular since then in the last 30 years. So I see them all the time. It's interesting she mentions that.
But no, I mean, that was one of my favorite songs from the album. And like, I always interpret it more as like a religious thing. But I mean, it very well could also be about a relationship. Because in the first chorus, she's like, I look hard to the sky and I want to believe, but I just feel nothing. And then the line about, I never took in that line with the picket fence thing. Like a picket sign, sorry. Like the embarrassed standing on a corner with the sign. If that meant I could just see you when I die. It's like, that's such a good line, dude.
It's so good. Because it's so honest. It's like, I'll do the thing.
Yeah, I'll drink the Kool-Aid if that means I get to see you.
It's exactly like the opposite of mask in Halloween. Like she's taking the mask off and saying, look, this is just, I just want this. It would be so great if if all of that stuff that she's talking about just made sense.
Yeah, because I like it because she's like, wow, wouldn't it be so great, if I could feel something, but I just don't. You know what I mean? And I like, it's just like such an interesting way to talk about it.
She's way smarter than I'm ready for, Like we pick out little bits here and there, but there's so much more probably.
Okay, we're halfway, so we got snack time. All right, welcome to Snack. We have something that we're trying to relate to the album in some form. So it's Half Moon because the next song is Moonsong. That's the connection. I think that works. Yeah. It works.
Kind of.
I actually never had one of these before.
Yeah, my goal was to get moon pies. I couldn't find them, but I found half moon pies. Also, she's like, it's nighttime. This album feels really nighttimey to me.
Totally.
I think almost all the songs are about like it's nighttime by the hospital or. So the moon's probably out in one of the songs.
Tastes as expected.
Not as ASMR as some of our other snacks.
It kind of reminds me of those the rolls, like the Swiss rolls. Are they called Swiss rolls?
Swiss rolls or Little Debbie's or.
Yeah, I remember having those sometimes where when all the corner stores used to be Mac's, they would have them there. And when I was in elementary school, if I had like some extra money, I would get those.
Oh.
Throwback time. I miss Mac's. That was such a good logo.
I think there's one or two left.
I miss the owl. Now we just have Circle K's. Is that an American thing? It is? Oh. On to the second half.
Let's see.
Next up, we have track 7, which is Moonsong.
You asked to walk me home, but I had to carry you. And now my feet can't touch the bottom of you. You couldn't have. You couldn't have stuck your tongue down the throat of somebody who loves you more. So I will wait for the next time you want me, like a dog with a bird at your door.
That's so brutal.
My feet can't touch the bottom of you. That one eluded me.
Yeah, I don't know.
We hate tears in heaven.
Eric Clapton shout. He wrote that song about his son.
But it's sad that his baby died. Now I am dreaming and you're singing at my birthday.
I love how sparse the drums are, but they're like super
And I've
mellow and like saturated.
you
Yeah.
smiling so big. It's not a cool theme, and there's something I'm supposed to say, but can't for the life of me. You are sick, and you're married, and you might be dying, but you're holding me like water in your hands. When you saw the dead little bird, you started crying, but you know the killer doesn't understand.
Like a dog at your door with a bird in its mouth. That's how she presents herself earlier in the song. And then now she's like, when you saw the dead bird, you started crying, but you know the killer doesn't understand. That is such an interesting way to talk. The dead bird is her love. I kind of jumped in there, sorry.
No, I was trying to figure that out. I was trying to figure out what that meant.
To me, that's what that meant. That's what she has to offer him, and he's just crying at it. Like, it's such a strange reaction to a gift that she's giving.
I don't know if it's like a fair sort of thing, or like, because it's like you're sick and you might be dying, and then you're holding me like water in your hands.
Yeah.
That was a cool line.
Yeah.
But
She's the killer. She's the dog at the door, his door, with the bird.
like, what, doesn't understand the, like, why this person doesn't want her? Because it's like, I'll wait until the next time you want me, like a dog at your door with a bird in its mouth.
Well, my dog used to come to my door with like a dead bird or a dead bunny. And I'd be like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? Drop that. You can't bring that. That's disgusting. But the dog's wagging its tail and like smiling because I brought you this really awesome thing that took me like 8 minutes to catch. So the dog's like super proud of what it has. And it thinks of it as like, this is the best thing I have to give you. This is the best I have. And I'm like yelling at it.
So it's like basically just like rejection then, because it's like she's there with her love and he just doesn't, you know.
It's such a great metaphor, the bird and the dog and the door. But him crying is unexpected. Him crying, I would expect, because of like him sticking his tongue down her throat and being kind of all like only loving her when he's drunk, not crying, but like yelling or being angry or being. So it's an unexpected response, him crying. It actually reveals an emotional side to him that I hadn't anticipated because of the way she described him in the first couple verses.
Yeah, it seems like a complicated thing.
It's really like, and aren't they all?
But I mean, given the context, if like he's married and he's dying, I don't know. Like, I've never really thought about this song that hard before. It's like unique sounding. Like the drums are kind of sparse and like they're very intentional, and they're kind of just like low in the mix, but they add a lot. Her voice is always front and center, and it's like always doubled, right? Like there's 2 takes of her. It's like, I like how she does it where you can like lock into her lyrics, and like even without the lyrics, you could understand what she's saying, you know, which is nice.
It's the writing is just top tier. It's so bloody good.
We have track 8 next up, which is Saviour Complex.
This is her second religious motif right on the front.
Mm-hmm.
Emotional affair, overly sincere, smoking in the car, windows up, crocodile tears from the tap till it's clear, drift off on the floor, I drag you to the shore, sweating through the sheets, you're gonna drown in your sleep, for sure. Wake up and start a big fire in a one-room apartment, but I'm too tired to have a pissing contest. All the bad dreams that you had, show me yours, I'll show you mine.
That mask idea again.
Mm-hmm. Some upright bass here. The strings again, man.
Yeah, they're great. And the acoustic, beautiful.
Call me when you land.
It almost feels country-like.
I'll drive around again. One hand on the wheel, one in your mouth. Turn me on and turn me down.
So maybe she's just talking about she has this bad habit for being with guys who she thinks she can, or people that she thinks she can help or fix or save, but they're not good for her.
Yeah. Like her reaction to her dad saying he cleaned up, she's like, doubt it.
Yeah.
I don't forgive you. She's got to learn to not forgive these people too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think she's just talking more about her bad habits or her tendencies when it comes to relationships and people that she's with, and that she thinks that she can fix them or help them or save them, but it ends up just like not being good for her. And you know, she says in the one line that this person's a vampire and like they want blood, and I promised, you know,
But I'm a bad liar.
yeah. There's some honesty there about her own habits and tendencies.
And just the starting a fire in the one bedroom apartment, obviously like some kind of fight. She wants to know what he's dreaming about and why he's like sweating in the bed and being so upset. Show me yours and I'll show you mine. Like, be real with me, I'll be real with you. Back to the Halloween idea of the masks. I just love how she circles back to that. She calls herself a bad liar, which she also says when she's talking about her father. Musically, it sounded really, from early on, that there was like this slide guitar, but it could have been a synth or it could have been bells. And that's what made me think of country, like the Western thing, like just the persistent guitars and then doing the slides. It just felt really country, but not country. But it had like, it almost felt like a Wes Anderson film score. And just because the word Savior's in it doesn't mean it's a religious song. My apologies, everyone. I jumped the gun on that one. Doy.
There's like these like leads and like little melodic parts in a lot of the songs that are just like super obscured. Like it sounds like it could be an instrument, but it's just like put through a bunch of effects or some shithousery or whatever. Like it's just like messed up where it's like recognizable but not really, and you're like have to double check. It's like, what am I actually hearing? You know?
Well, thanks for that, because that makes me feel less.
No, it's so true, because we had it sounded like a slide guitar in the intro, and then on the couple other tracks there's like a flute sounding thing, but it was like manipulated. So the production is just kind of cool, because it's like you can't really place it what you're hearing sometimes, because it sounds familiar but foreign. Next up we have track 9, which is I See You.
Laying down on the lawn, I'm tired of trying to get in the house. I'm thinking out loud. I've been playing dead my whole life, and I get this feeling whenever I feel good. It'll be the last time, but I feel something when I see you now.
Doing it again.
I feel something when I see you.
What an interesting time to bring that feature in when she's talking about feeling something for this person.
Yeah, such a weird guitar tone.
Yeah.
I'm standing too close. I can see
That's so cool.
the strokes. I hate your mom. I hate it when she opens her mouth. It's amazing to me how much you can say when you don't know what you're talking about. But I feel something when I see you now.
If I'm not mistaken, I think that song is about Marshall Vore. I'm pretty sure, because I think we mentioned him on the last album. He's like a close collaborator with her, and I think they used to date. And I think he plays drums on the recordings, and I think live too. I could be remembering that wrong. And then he also, I think he does. I swear that's him doing some background vocals too. It's like I used to light you up, but now I can't even get you to play the drums. Must be really weird to occupy that space with. I mean, I guess they are able to figure it out, but write a song about a person and have them play on it and sing and help write it, if that is the case. But I'm pretty sure that is for this particular track.
And the MO of the breakdown is lack of communication. You both want different things, and she's admitting she doesn't really know what she wants until she fucks it up and then looks back and goes, oh, that's what I want. I dated people like that, and it's not their fault. I've been that person. It's wild. So she's also talking about sneaking into his house and trying to, and she's getting tired of doing it. And then here she's snuck in, laying in the bed with him as the song's ending and saying, I'll sneak out in a minute. It just feels good to lay here for a minute.
I mean, initially it was probably interesting, very difficult to navigate that space with them.
Yeah, because there's a super huge need to feel wanted. And then if you're in a relationship where you're not sure if you're wanted, and then they sneak into your room and you feel wanted, and then they sneak out again. Like, wow. It's a timing thing, I think, too. Like, I've been there. It's just, I can still feel it, even though it's been 25 years or whatever. Wild. It's great that she puts words to it.
That was another standout for me, too.
Oh.
And that, that gnarly kind of guitar, it's like really small and thin, kind of granular tone. It was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we can go on to the second last track, which is track 10, Graceland Too. This is really pretty, man.
Yeah.
No longer a danger to herself or others. She made up her mind and laced up what she wants or what she's gonna do. A rebel without a clue.
The banjo is great, and that fiddle or violin is phenomenal.
Yeah, it's amazing. And the acoustic's no slouch.
Yeah.
And there's a stand-up bass.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever she wants, whatever she wants, I will do. Whatever I will do. Whatever she wants, whatever she wants, whatever you want.
I think that those were. She's in another group called Boy Genius, and I think that the two female vocalists there were Lucy Dacus, I think that's how you say her name, and Julian Baker. I never noticed that before. I think that's them, but people correct me if I'm wrong, but that sounded like them. Longtime collaborators. They have like an EP and they had an album, which we'll probably do at some point. We've already got some shouts for Boy Genius, but that was a cool thing I never noticed before.
Beautiful song, eh?
Yeah, gorgeous. That intro alone was just like, wow. I haven't heard that in a long time.
It was bringing me somewhere and I just couldn't place it. I like to talk about Elvis, though. And I love to talk about, if you sing about something, I wonder if it comes true. It's almost like a wish.
Mm-hmm.
Or he speaks something into existence. Because she's really admitting also that she's singing about what she wants.
Okay, well, we're on to the last one, which is track 11, I Know the End.
Like a wave that crashed and melted on the shore.
That's a good image.
Not even the burnouts are out here anymore. And you had to go. I know, I know, I know. Out in the park, we watched the sunset, talking on a rusty swing set. After a while, you went quiet, and I got mean. I'm always pushing you away from me, but you come back with grass.
I love how she paints these pictures, like it just puts you like right there on that rusty swing set in the with the sunset. It's brilliant.
He has a bird in his teeth
So I
now.
gotta go.
And she's calling herself the mean person.
When the sirens sound, you'll hide under the
But it's true.
floor.
I was there.
But I'm not gonna go down with my hometown in a tornado. I'm gonna chase it. I know, I know, I know. I gotta go now. I know, I know, I know.
Instead of staying in town with the tornado, she's going to chase it. So she's talking about being active, getting out there, not settling.
Mm-hmm.
But someone came to her with a bird and she wasn't ready for it, which is,
That was cool.
yeah.
Driving out into the sun, let the ultraviolet cover me up. Went looking for a creation myth. Ended up with a pair of cracked lips. Windows down, scream along to some America First rap country song. A slaughterhouse, an outlet mall, slot machines, fear of
This feels like the Midwest.
windows down, heater on, big bolt of lightning hanging low over the coast. Everyone's convinced it's a government drone or an alien spaceship. Either way, we're not alone. I'll find a new place to be from. A haunted house with a picket fence to float
This part feels like the band Faith No More, which is big in the 90s. This part. She has the circle back proficiency of like a drama kid. You know what I mean? Like she comes back to the same things over and over again, not in a tired way, but just like you can tell that the whole album is it's a work. You know what I mean? It's not just a bunch of songs. How do we arrange these songs? To me, it feels like there's themes throughout that she just threads. The idea that she doesn't really know herself or what she wants. She knows she doesn't want to settle. She knows she wants to move around. She has love to give. She wants to be vulnerable. She wants people to take their mask off. But by the end of the thing, you're realizing that she's got masks too. And when people offer her things, if she's not ready for it, she rejects it just like she was rejected in the past. So I think she's understanding herself and the complications of relationships and being real. And so a lot there. Ratings wise, like the album is not like something I would put in my car and like just really enjoy. Some of the songs I would, but because of the seriousness of it, yeah, I'd still give it an S though. Just, it's brilliant. It's brilliantly written. It's brilliantly arranged. The production is great. I know there's going to be more Easter eggs for me as I listen to it in the future. It's a fantastic album.
I like the circle backs too. Like the last track, it does call back to a bunch of different tracks there, and kind of has like the elements of like the relational problems, the vulnerability problems, and like the existential crisis thing. I mean, humor. Like I like some of like the lines there, like some America First rap country song. Like that's so good. That's so real. And I think you were right about like the Midwest. It had that sort of like the stuff that she was shouting out. Like, you know, it was cool. I can't decide which one I like more. They're pretty even for me, but I think I listened to this one more. Yeah, the production is just incredible. Like the little attention to details and like just the little things that are there that are just like cool little bits of ear candy, I guess, you know, in the production. Like even on like Chinese Satellite, you had some like transmission type sounds and like the right, and then these, like I was mentioning before, these like lead parts that sound like an instrument that you know, but it's so manipulated that it's like it makes you second guess what you're actually hearing. The guitar work, the way her vocals are in each song, that puts her voice front and center so you can really pay attention to the lyrics. Yeah, she has like a really great way of like painting pictures and like putting you in the scene of the song. I mean, she's like super self-aware in how she talks about herself as well, because she's like admitting that, you know, she's also in the wrong a lot of the time too. And also just hearing this album again, it's like so clear how influential she's been in just like the alternative like singer-songwriter scene. Like everyone, there's post this album and like post her blow up, there's so many Phoebe Bridgers ripoffs, and this album just reminds me of like how big this was and like influential it has proven to be. I don't know, I think I'd go A+, maybe. I forget what I gave the Stranger in the Alps, but love Phoebe. I'm excited for her new album. Yeah, I mean, those are our thoughts on Punisher by Phoebe Bridgers. It was a long wait, but we finally did it, and it was worth the wait for us, I think.
I liked it more than him.
We're probably going to do her new album when it comes out, so looking forward to that.
What do you mean probably?
No, yeah, we will. Full version is on our Patreon. Great people over there. But yeah, let us know what you think about this album. Let us know what we should listen to next. But appreciate you all tuning in. Until next time.
Have a great week.
See ya.
Bye.